Join your fellow Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Experiencers at the 2024 Full Disclosure Now Conference, this July 15th to 18th. This conference will be a fun and positively life-changing experience for so many. In addition to 4 days and nights of presentations, there will be special event dinners, dancing, fun time on the beach, UFO night watch tours, film screenings, vendors, and more at the lovely Serrata Beach Resort on St. Pete Beach, Florida. Over 34 Montauk Project survivors, Secret Space Program whistleblowers, ET contactees, and psychic healers will be presenting in the name of the Full Disclosure Movement. The truth must be revealed if we're all to achieve our Star Trek future here and now. Get your event passes and book your stay now at fulldisclosuremovement.org.
Holy crap.
I believe it was 5 separate craft. That's some straight UFO shit right there.
That's when I started seeing all of the lights and the contact that I've been witnessing. I just kept filming and looking up at the sky, and it just started happening more frequently.
Look, what is that? What is that? What was that?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Alien Strand Podcast. I got some announcements to make today. But first of all, I just want to welcome you guys to today, right? So I got a little bit of bittersweet. I'm not going to say sweet, but a little bit more bitter than anything else. So these live podcasts that I do, I am going to be doing them now only on X, our X channels, and on our Patreon, which is linked up to our YouTube. All right. So you'll only be seeing these live podcasts there only. So I do highly suggest if you do go sign up with X, which is Twitter, right? You can actually go on there, watch these, and you can comment, and those comments will be coming through as well. All right. So, it's just one of those things. A lot of our groups, I've been talking to a lot of the administrators of different groups, right? And they've been noticing that they've been getting hit a lot with a lot of different things from fake book. That's what we're going to call it. All right. So, because they seem to be policing a lot of stuff on ufology, and they just don't let the narrative get out there of what we're trying to do. Right. And that's what we've been trying to do for a long time. Right. And just trying to get these podcasts out. Now, if you didn't catch my last podcast, check it out. I had one with Vivian Charvet, and then I had UFO News. Go check those out. Those are actually on Patreon now, and on YouTube only. All right. So go check them out there. Like I said, today's podcast, I feel like Bigfoot right now, right? I feel like that guy. The way he's looking at you, that's the way I feel right now. That's why I threw that out there. Because I was trying to get more people, kind of engaged with the podcasting, and trying to give more information, but this platform just seems to be kind of blah. You know what I mean? For a lot of us, I've noticed that, right? That it's been happening to a lot of our people here, especially other podcasters as well that do uh, uh, UFOs, and they talk about spirits and guides and all that stuff, right? And which is great, man. The more content out there, the better it is for you guys, right? To get more information, not just on ufology, but on cryptids. You get to talk to people that know the universe a little bit better, right? More frequent things like that, right? And like I said, this is why I put this picture up, because this is how I feel, man. It just, the harder I try, it's like they keep pushing us down more and more. A lot of us are giving up. I am not giving up. I'm just going to different platforms. All right. I know I've said this before, and I gave it a chance, and it picks up speed, and then it kind of pops back again. But today I am going to show some videos and some photos. All right. So stick around. I'm not just going to roll and blab and talk about this, but I'm gonna get this out there to all you guys to know that we will only be live on Patreon, right? And X and YouTube. All right. So that's where you're going to be able to catch us, comment, all that good stuff. Now, so the past podcast with Mr. Brian Tassing, go check that out. I am going to be at this conference. Me and Kelly are going to be there. So this is going to be in Florida. We're going to have a booth set up. Our table's going to be there. They're going to be showing our film there. Go check this out. Go buy some tickets. The commercials are actually on our Skylight movie channels on our TV web. We have a live web TV on Skylight, right? Don't forget, catch my book, CE5. It's actually doing well out there. It's a lot of people are starting to buy it now, which is great. I thank you guys. And this helps you a lot on CE5ing, and it just breaks. It's a small guidebook. It's not a big old thick book where you're going to sit there for days. You can read this in about 2 hours, right? And it's just a guidebook, kind of shows you everything, how to do a CE5, what it's about, definitions, protocols, all that's on there, right? Like I said, ASDP, please follow us there. If you have, okay, look, I got something, I got a little bit of, I need to talk about ASDP. ASDP are here to help all of you as much as possible. Go to our ASDP-UFO.com site, right? Go over there. If you need to talk to somebody, please, we have representatives there, man, and from different states as well. Look for the person that's close to your state, and they'll take a report from you or whatever if you just want to talk about it. Not just me or Terry. I am a busy person. A lot of times I don't get to talk to you guys one-on-one for a very long time, because my train of thought gets in a different place, right? And I apologize for that. I don't mean to do that to you guys. There's some people I do talk one-on-one if it's super, super serious. And I know everybody's case is a really important case, but sometimes I get sidetracked, and I really do apologize. But we do have other representatives. We have about 20 people, man. So please go, and they represent ASDP, myself, and they represent Terry as well. They're very knowledgeable on everything about UAPs, UFOs, extraterrestrials, abductions. They're very knowledgeable about all this stuff, right? They'll help you with breaking down your analysis as well, right? So don't forget, you see that ticker down there? Go down there. That's where you'll find our website, right? So please go check us out there, and if you need some help, they will help you. You know what I mean? As much as possible. The middle's still out there. Be watching out for it, and follow our Skylight Web TV, man. I just threw some extra channels on there. Now let me show you something real quick. I'm gonna put my screen online so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So if you go to alienstrand.com, this is how you watch, right? Go to our alienstrand.com. I'm going to put my website up there. So this is what it is. Alien Strand Podcast. You go to alienstrand.com, right? And then what you do, right? So you see at the very top where it says Alien TV, So what you do is just go up there, click on Alien TV, right? And what it's going to do is going to open up this page right here, and then you'll see the channel right there, and it'll start populating. And right now, there's a movie playing, attacking of let's see, the most vulnerable trailer episode. So there's show on this paranormal. It's and nothing but paranormal films, right? That are going to be playing 24/7. Independent filmmakers, documentaries, or even have shows on there, right? So you can go there and watch these movies. Now, all you got to do is like you just hit the volume right there if you want to.
This is no mere hallucination.
So you can hit the volume. So if you want to see it, if you want to see the other channels, you can just kind of click at the bottom of that one. The other channel will populate. This is the movie channel. Now, we on that channel we are actually putting different things on there, like big things like that. So if you want to go to our Skylight channel, well, just click on the button right there below, which is Skylight channel, that purplish looking one. Click there, man, and then that'll take you to our other page where right now we have Bigfoot Weekend. So showing a lot of Bigfoot films through the whole weekend, man. And that's one of those things is perks, and it's just free. It's free, man. Go check it out. You can open it up, you know what I mean, and watch it on your own TV. Not your own TV, but you can actually mirror it to your TV if you want to. If you have those capabilities, do that. And these are movies from independent filmmakers and actually a bunch of popular shows that are on there. All right, so go check those out if you guys are into that, right? Paranormal, UFOs, all that good stuff, right? That comes along with it. Now, I am going to show you guys because I have blabbled enough, and you guys already know what's coming up, right? So it's going to be like I said. I want to show you this video, and this video is of this was about a couple of weeks ago. So I saw it pop up, and on one of these UFO group sites, right? And it was their husband that was sitting in it was raining real bad, right? And he was sitting there and he was filming. I had to deliver a package, but nobody was home and it was dark. So when he's filming, you could see this UFO or something in the lightning strike, right? I'm going to show this to you. It's going to be kind of just take a look at this, right? Check this out. Now, I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was very hard because of the noise of the hail that was coming down. So what I did was I slowed it down. I slowed the image down, the video down, and I was able to catch the still of this craft that was flying by, right? So watch this. There's gonna be no sound, but I slowed it. You see it right there. I hit it right at and then you could see something shiny on it. And that is not a raindrop. It's not a leaf or anything like that on his windshield because it wasn't there before. And then it just disappears. I zoomed right into it. You can see it there. And, you could actually see the electronic magnetic field around this thing, right? And so this is what I did on the video, right? You can do this with your iPhones, man. So just hit your screen recording and you slow it down with your finger and zoom in, and it'll take the recording of what you're doing, right? And this is what we show a lot of people at Alien Strand Disclosure Project page on Facebook how to do, right? This is one of those how tos. But I was able to catch this UFO, and it's amazing to see because it's right during a storm, right? Where everybody's just this guy's just sitting there. He didn't notice it until he got home, really, in reality, and it kind of went back on the footage. I guess the reason he was recording it because of the storm. People just like to record storms, and that's what it's about. When these things are happening up in our skies, right? Of these storms, and you just kind of just want to take pictures, right, or videos. So speaking of that, right? So I have this our friend. It's from San Antonio. His name's Ryan Keaton, right? Ryan Keaton. He's on the middle part two of that film. So you can go to catch that on Skylight Video on Demand. That one's on Video on Demand. So anyway, he's on part two, the middle part two, and he sent me this picture last night of this crap that he said it hovered over his house almost most of the evening, right? And it wasn't a star; it was moving around, and it just had. It was kind of it looked like a star in a sense, but it was close, super close. So when I enhanced it, you're going to see this photo that I'm going to put up right now. So what I do is I enhance the photo, and you can actually see, once you enhance it, you can see the electronic magnetic field around this UFO, right? So check that out, man. Then this hovered over his house most of the night. I'm talking hours and hours, and he catches a lot of activity there at his home. And that's why he's in our film. And while we were out there filming, you'll see it in the movie. We actually catch something out there. It was amazing to see. My son has never seen a UFO up close, man. And when we were filming this, we caught one live in front of us, and it actually flashed at us, and it gave us these signals, and it would pull back, and we were telling it thank you and everything. In the film, you can hear it as we're doing that, right? And these things, you just sometimes you don't know until you actually see one of these things, right? And thank you, Ryan Keaton, for showing us that his pictures are actually on Alien Strand Disclosure Project. They're on Facebook, so if you want to go check him out there, and he's got some photos there that he just uploaded. Now, if you check this out, all right? So there's another video that came out. It was clear as day, man, of this UFO during the day. And it's been shown for a few days now. I've been watching on other people's groups. But if you haven't seen this one, check this out. Watch this video. Wow. That was amazing, right? I mean, I can't see y'all's comments as they're coming through. For some reason, Facebook won't allow it. So if you guys are commenting, I cannot see them, so I can put you on screen. But if you go to the live section right now on Alien Strand Podcast page, go to the Alien Strand Podcast page, the other personal web. Go there and you can comment there, and it'll populate through. All right. Anyway, so on that video, man, I mean, you can hear the music in the background, the car wash, right? That was a great song back in the day. But they're filming this thing clear as day, man. And I've never seen something that close, broad daylight. And as they're filming, the wall gets in the way at the very end of the video. You could see that as that's happening, right? And what a great piece of footage there, man, that somebody had grabbed. I don't know if it was here in the States or in a different country, but hey, they're playing some pretty good music. I don't own the rights to that music for Facebook, so don't flag me on that. Yeah, all right. So anyway, so there's another video. I'm going to show you two more videos. All right. So this one came out about 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. I'm sure you probably have. If you guys are UFO fanatics like I am, and you've probably basically seen everything on the web right now. But I'm going to show this to you. This was in Canada, right? This was in 2020. And this gentleman, these two guys or fellas are out there, they're filming broad daylight. This craft just comes right over them, over the tops of the trees in Canada. It's beautiful out there in Canada, mountains, everything like that, right? So they're filming it, and then another one comes along, right? So mind you, there's going to be two UFOs in this video. Check this out.
Holy shit, man, do you see that? Am I hallucinating? What the hell is that? Did I smoke too much dope? Fucking hovering there. Not a plane, obviously. Helicopter. No fucking letters. What the hell's going on here? Dude, do you see that? Yeah, I got my camera going. Holy shit. Holy shit. There's another one over here. There's two of them. Oh my god. It's just hovering there. It's not even making any noise. There's no lights. What the hell's going on? Should we make a run for it? No, let's... Come on, dude. Let's get a bit more footage here. Holy shit. Go tell the other guys to come out here and take a look. They're not gonna believe us. Tell them to hurry up. Holy shit, man. Take a look. What the fuck is it? Holy shit.
He should never.
All right. That is crazy. I mean, just to see something like that, it just that close. Of course, you got to remember everything's kind of amplified, with the video. So just kind of bear in mind with kind of be patient with the sound, and it's kind of weird how that thing just was right over them, and then they were talking about it, right, about, wow, am I high or something, am I seeing stuff, right? They just couldn't believe what they were seeing, as much as I would have probably freaked out myself, but I'm sure I would have just been video the same way they did. They did the exact right thing, man. They videoed the whole incident, which was great. But anyway, I have this friend of mine, and he was on our podcast probably about 4 months ago. His name is Travis Kamincia, right? So he contacted me about yesterday, I believe, or 2 days ago, and he said that one of his friends, he lives in Florida, mind you, Travis does, and he said that one of his friends on his trail cam had caught something strange, right? And it was something that was kind of lurking in the trail cam, and they just couldn't make out exactly what this thing was, right? And I'm gonna blow it up just a little bit so you guys can just see it instead of me. So now it's kind of hard to tell. Now, is it a coyote? Is it or a wolf or whatever it is? And they know wolves here, but it's a coyote or a mountain lion or something, right? Something's watching, and it spooked this. I have several pictures of how the deer was kind of acting, right? And of course, the trail cam says November 15, 2019. I don't know if that's correct on the, but he just sent this to me, and he says, "Man, Donald," he goes, the guy was just kind of freaking out because he just, during the day when he was out there, it just, everything went quiet when he was out there, and then he said that evening he caught this thing, and it just didn't feel right, um, out there in the woods, right in the wooded area. So anyway, so he sent me that picture and then another one, and what I did was I blew it up, and then I used some a little bit of analysis on it. So you can see it there on the very left, right? I kind of gave that a little bit more brightness, contrast, and if you kind of look at it, it kind of looks like an owl, right? I mean, but it's huge. It's a big animal, whatever it is. It's kind of sitting there watching. It's a little spooked out. Um, and this is what I got out of it. Now, does an owl stand up that tall? Hey, I don't know, maybe or maybe not. Or he was just thinking that it was a cryptid kind of creature, because he said, man, they've been seeing a lot of weird stuff happening out there, or like a wolf man or something, But this is what he was telling me, right? What his friend was saying, and so this is what I got out of the photo when I blew it up. It was real hard to tell, but you can do it. There's a lot of amazing things you can do with your apps, right? And of course, I use V2 Art for videos, and then I use Pixlr for if you got an iPhone, because I have an iPhone, and those things help a lot, right? Or it's another one called Easy Filters, and they help you kind of bring the contrast out, brighten it up a little bit, get the better shapes out of it. And I'm using this as an example; it kind of helps. But he also sent a video as well, right? And with the video, he said that this is. Well, I'm just going to show you the video. So it bear with the video. It's not highest quality. I don't know if he had just an older phone or he recorded this a long time ago, but just listen to what he's saying.
You talk about dead silent in the woods. I mean, this is crazy.
So he notices that there's no crickets, there's no animals, no wind, no birds, nothing making no noise, right? And you can hear it. It's like I'm listening to it with these headphones, right? Which I can hear better than your cell phones if you're watching me on a cell phone. And you can't hear anything. There's nothing in in the background, right? This is what's freaking him out, right? And this is the same guy that got this thing on this trail cam, right? You know, can your mind play tricks on you sometimes? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, man. But you know, I wanted to show you guys this stuff because this is what I get daily, right? This is what how people talk to me daily, and my instant messenger gets like full like really quick. All right. So and you know, I'm glad to try to help as many people as possible. And that's what I do, man. I mean, I love to do it, but there's times where I have to, you know, put a lot of my stuff, this to the side and then get on my work, right? But this is what this podcast was about today. You know, I wanted you guys to understand that I'm not, you know, doing this on purpose or anything. It's just that Facebook is not allowing a lot of my stuff to get out there, right? So unfortunately, stick with the other programs, which is X and YouTube and Patreon. You're going to catch mostly everything that I have on video. It's going to be on Patreon, right? So this is probably about the last time you're going to see me on Alien Strand for this, right? You'll see me on Skylight One. But you won't see me on Alien Strand here doing live podcasts for a bit. Okay, so just giving you guys a rundown of what's happening. I thank you guys for just supporting Alien Strand and what we did, you know, and what we do with the video podcast. And you know, it worked for a little bit, right? It was doing well, and I'm glad you guys were able to support us in that state. But go to our Patreon page. It's free. You can sign up for free, or you can be the $5 a month subscriber or whatever it is. I'm going to change the prices on that too. I think bring it down. So anyway, and you guys, they're gonna get the video podcast. They're gonna get everything. You know, because so the paid subscribers, right, are the ones going to get everything. Um, and you know, which it should be because they're paying for it, right? But there is free stuff there, and I will be putting free videos on there as well. And all good stuff. Go to our Patreon. Go look for Alien Strand Podcast on Patreon, right? Download the Patreon app if you want to see it on your phone. You can always play it there off your headphones or however you want to do it, or go to our YouTube if you want to. It's not going to be so much stuff on YouTube. It'll be more on X and on Patreon, a little bit on YouTube, not no more here, unfortunately. But we're just going to try to do as much as we can as to get the information out to different people, different platforms. You know what I mean? If you want to, please follow us on Patreon, man, and follow us on YouTube and follow us on X. Okay. That's all I can pretty much say for now. But thank you guys for sticking around and watching this podcast. It's been my pleasure, man, to give you all this information. And thank you guys for sticking around and get to watch me ramble here for a little bit. But you know what? Alien Strand's not dead and we're not out of the water. Okay. So we're just going in it. We're just jumping out of this pond and jumping into another one. Basically. All right. So I really appreciate you guys. Give us a thumbs up, hearts, you know, subscribe to our channels, man. Push it out there as much as you can. And we're don't forget my other book's gonna be coming out here in a couple of months. All right. So be looking out. It's gonna be a great one. This one's gonna be thick. All right. I mean it's gonna be a thick book. All right. You're gonna enjoy it. But anyway, all right. You guys have yourselves a good day. Have yourselves a good evening. And have yourselves a good night. Don't forget, alienstrand.com. Free web TV from Skylight One.